Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today, June 5th, 2026, and the top crypto news is as follows. We want to start today's episode with our ETFs. And I want to tell you that Bitcoin has lost $4.4 billion from outflows in spot Bitcoin ETFs, as we have recorded 13 consecutive days of outflows. And generally all ETFs are seeing outflows. Even XRP, which had green numbers, had outflows of $5 million on the 3rd of the month. The only ETF in the market that has green numbers without having even one day with outflows is for now Hyperliquid. Nevertheless, even Hyperliquid, someone betrayed it. And we'll see later in the episode who, continuing with who is buying and who is selling, will go to FG Nexus, which is also unloading $17.8 million in Ethereum, as its losses exceed $100 million. But DDC Enterprise Company is making the opposite move and is buying Bitcoin specifically, and bought 90 Bitcoin in the decline, with the result of holding 2,804 Bitcoin. Continuing now with the one who betrayed Hyperliquid, we'll go to Arthur Hayes, who did what you all suspect. And this is that he sold all the hype and near coins he had, while before he said they would go to the moon. As we have already said in crypto news about Hyperliquid, and in previous episodes a few days ago, we were talking about near and how much Mr. Arthur Hayes helped its price rise with the tweets he made. Now we learn that the co-founder of BitMX, Arthur Hayes, stated that he sold his participation in Hyperliquid token and near protocol, reversing what he was saying, essentially that these coins would have a very big rise. A bit more specifically about hype to remind you, he said it could reach $150 by August, while for near, he said it could do a 20 times by 2027. But once again, once he says it, and then he sells it, we should say that one of the main reasons he sold all his coins is the IPO wave for AI, which we have talked about in crypto news, and we've been talking for days about how the so-called capital rotation happens, meaning money is leaving the crypto market and going to AI. And just in the previous episode, we talked about these three big IPOs that we'll see them in the continuation of the episode. Continuing with our companies, we'll go to Mr. Saylor, who learns that the strategy has, if I'm not wrong, the biggest unrealized loss in its history and has unrealized loss of $11 billion. A huge number, as you can understand. So I expect to see what the strategy will do when it has to pay dividends next month, which is something we should start looking at, because maybe Mr. Saylor will sell Bitcoin again to be able to balance the dividends. We should say now that Mr. Michael Saylor, like Mr. Arthur Hayes, watch crypto news for this reason. They have started talking about capital rotation to AI. Michael Saylor stated that there is this capital rotation to artificial intelligence, saying specifically that the capital flight towards artificial intelligence is responsible for the instability that pressured Bitcoin downward. He said these on X, and obviously beyond the general climate, that a lot of money has gone to AI. He refers, of course, to these three big IPOs that I told you just in the previous episode, where a lot of money will go to them, as you understand, and it's also money that will leave the crypto market. All the analysis was done just in the previous episode. Speaking now about these IPOs, and all of them will go to Coinbase, which is also launching its own market for stocks before their initial public offering, and starts, of course, with the biggest one, Elon Musk's SpaceX. So from everywhere in the crypto market, money can leave, because very many big exchanges are starting to put inside stocks from big companies, and IPOs too. Speaking now about the crypto market itself, will go to Bitcoin, which stands at $62,000, with the price being another day inside our support. And I want to tell you that I don't know if this is the lowest we can reach. This is, however, something that Standard Chartered believes, saying it was one of the most difficult weeks for Bitcoin and for crypto, and stated that the worst may soon be over for Bitcoin and the broader digital assets market. Something that, as I said, we can't be 100% sure about. One thing that could help the price of Bitcoin and the general market rise is for these 3 big IPOs of these AI companies to finish and for there to be a combination with good news from Asia plus the American economy going better so that interest rates start falling. These 3 together, I think, will help the crypto market and Bitcoin a lot. Especially these 3 IPOs, it would be very good if they finished so that this very big capital rotation stops happening. It's not that money will stop going into AI, but they will stop, in my opinion, so much money leaving the crypto market. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, June 5th, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.